Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we're doing a video that has been requested. In one of my latest vlogs, I've asked you guys if you wanted to see a makeup tutorial for a wedding guest look, and a lot of you guys said yes, so here it goes. We're doing this today. But I will also be showing you two very beautiful dresses to wear if you have a wedding this summer. And lastly, I will show you how to pose in pictures when you are at a wedding. It's always so hard to know what to do with your body in a way when the photographer comes to you and is like, let me take a picture of you. So I will show you a few poses that you can use that are very easy to recreate, and so you know that you will look beautiful in all the pictures. Before I start the video, I really wanted to show you what I am wearing. I am wearing a LILYSILK night dress, guys. It is one of the most beautiful night piece I've ever owned. It is so gorgeous. The silk is so comfortable to wear. It's so soft. It's super breathable. And the color is gorgeous. It is a cream white silk with little blue piping, as you can see. The back is stunning, and I just think it's such a beautiful piece to own. I am actually going to Sicily by the end of this week, and I'm definitely bringing this piece with me because it's giving holiday in Italy, Dolce Vita vibe. I see myself in the morning having breakfast in this, and it's giving me life. Plus, we all know that covering your body in silk and covering your hair in silk at night is actually really, really good. So this is perfect. Lastly, I was thinking of something. If you're a bride-to-be and you're looking for a piece to wear when you're getting your makeup done or when you're doing your makeup on the big day, I think this is perfect. This is so perfect, not only because it's very open here, so you can really do your makeup and take care of your décolletage and all of that. Plus the fact that this is dark piping, if you're putting a little bit of makeup on it, you won't be able to see it, so it's absolutely perfect. And also I wore it with little mules, and I think it is so gorgeous to wear this with mules. It just gives such a beautiful bride-to-be chic vibe, and I love it. Of course, I have a little promo code for you guys. You can get 20% off with the code Karen20, but if you shop over $480, you actually get 25% off with the code Karen25. Perfect. Let's get into this makeup look. What makes this look a little bit more different from what I usually do is I really want something that's long lasting, because we know wedding days are long, but most of all, you want something that's really going to highlight your feature, make you look amazing in pictures. So this might look very superficial of me to say, oh, to make you look good in pictures, but the reality is that at a wedding, people are going to take a picture of us and we want to look cute. So I'm going to show you how we achieve that look. Before I do anything, I always hydrate my lips. I'm using here the Gisou lip oil because we will be doing lips at the end, and to do a perfect little pout, you want something hydrated. Here, I am going to use the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. It is a setting spray, but it's actually also a primer. So we love products that are versatile. And I'm gonna go on and prep my skin with that. I always put a little bit of highlighter under my foundation. I'm gonna use the Saie highlighter that I absolutely love. This is in the color Starglow. I'm just gonna use it as I'm putting a moisturizer. You wanna focus on your forehead, your nose, high points of your cheek. You can go down your neck, down here, if you have some left. See how beautiful this is? And you really work that into your skin. Next step, foundation. Honestly, the most natural looking, long lasting, flawless, blurring effect foundation that there is out there is this Dior Backstage. It's gorgeous. It feels like nothing on the skin, but really leaves a beautiful coverage, super long lasting. You will see it lasts forever. And also, this really gives a blurring effect on pictures. So this is what we need. I have shade 1.5, which is slightly darker than my natural shade. So it is perfect because I usually fake tan for a wedding. I always put my foundation on my hand first because we all know that if you do this, it goes here on your beautiful clothing. So we don't do that anymore. I use the Hourglass foundation brush. I'm not gonna repeat myself on how much I love Hourglass brushes. They are worth the hype, they are worth the investment, guys. And this one with the Dior Backstage foundation is the best. So here we go. See how it gives such a beautiful base, but I just looked at myself in the mirror and it looks so natural. Doesn't look cakey, doesn't look like too much. We're going to color correct a little bit our under eye. I'm using the Hourglass concealer. The reason why I choose the Hourglass concealer for this makeup, it's that it's really long lasting, super creamy. It has an amazing coverage. Once again, using the concealer brush by Hourglass. I don't know how I did it before. I am never using my fingers ever again. This is incredible. It is so beautiful. It is such a great quality. The bristles are incredible, but even the whole feel of it is beautiful. Next, we're gonna do a little bit of powder with the Givenchy Prisme Libre. This one is in shade number 3. What I love about this one, it has a little bit of pink, and pink really brightens up under your eye. What powder does, also good powders like this one, is going to blur out a little bit your face, which is also something you want. See how it blurred out instantly my under eye. This little mark that I might have here has been completely blurred out, and this is what we're looking for. See? It gives this blurring effect, and then you go here. We're gonna do a little bit of bronzer. We want that very sun-kissed glow. I'm using the Milk Bronzer in color Baked. Where do we place blush, guys? We don't apply bronzer here because this is gonna make kind of your face fall. We're, highlighting the features. So this is for contour, but bronzer, you go up here. So it's kind of in the middle of your cheekbone. You can see it if you do this. Middle, not under, middle. And you do a little line like that. Then I like to take a little bit around here in a way, but it's also going to be able to bring down a little bit of the bronzer in your neck so that everything looks pretty natural. I use my House of Labs brush. This is a blush brush and this is a contour brush, as you can see, because it's angled. Love this brush. They now actually have House of Labs in France, and Sephora in France. So that is so cool. I am dying to try their foundation. It looks incredible. So you go upwards, up into your hairline, and then you go up here. You really want your bronzer to go everywhere. See how it creates all of a sudden this like shade effect into your face? And same here. And then we don't forget this part. This is really to kind of redefine your jawline. You go up, then you kind of take it down, a little bit on your nose. Here we are. Play with your makeup, have fun with your makeup, try things out. And most of all, know that makeup is practice makes perfect. You don't do a perfect makeup in your first try. You have to keep trying, keep practicing, and also knowing your face. I think nobody does your makeup better than yourself. And I say that being a model. There's amazing makeup artists, they do a great job. But all of them are very good. The ones that I would say that won't make you feel beautiful are the ones that don't know how to adapt to a certain face shape, a certain eye shape. It's super important to adapt to a face or an eye, because you're not going to do the same eyeliner in a different type of eye. You're not going to do the same bronzer or things like that. And to me, what I found is when a makeup artist kind of does the same technique on every girl, it doesn't highlight their features. So you at home are going to learn about your face and see what works for yourself. What I'm doing to my face is what I recommend and the steps that I do and all of that. But maybe certain things you're gonna do differently and tweak it because it's gonna look better on you. Next up, blush. Rare Beauty blush in the color Hope. I have this in the mini. This is so pigmented. If you really like this, just purchase it in the mini because this is gonna last me years, I think. Where do we place blush? We place blush here, on the upper part of our bronzer, because when we place blush here, we lift our faces, and this is what we want, to lift our face. We want to tie everything in. We want things to look natural. So if you focus a product on only one place when you're doing your base, your skin, it's not gonna look as natural. So you kind of want to take it up here and then down your nose. Now brows, I'm gonna use the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in shade 2. Brows is really important. I usually don't really put anything in my brows when it's a day makeup, but when you are going to take pictures, what's something that really defines your face is brows. So giving them a little bit more of color is super important. So I put way more color than I'm used to in my brows. It's going to give more dimension to my eyes. So it's super important because in picture, what's the most important is eyes. And I used a little spoolie and I kind of work the product into my brows like so. Then for eyes, I really like something very bronzed look, very simple. So I always go for like a cool tone brown. I'm using here the contour stick by Westman Atelier in color Biscuit. I honestly love this color. It's a very cold brown. It contours so well your eyes. I just want something very natural. So I work this into the crease of my eyelid, and you shouldn't be scared to really go kind of up your brows and out like this. See, and you kind of want to take it out like that. This creates shoop, dimension. A little bit under, and kind of go up like so. Just half of it under your waterline. Don't be scared to really go for it because we will clean everything up at the end. We're now gonna do eyeliner. My favorite of all time is the Master Precise All Day by Maybelline because of the tip. This tip here helps you do the most beautiful eyeliner. The way I do my eyeliner, I first start with my waterline. I go very close to my lashes. If you're not in the mood for an eyeliner, this is what you can do. You can just put the eyeliner here in your waterline, very close to your lashes. This will help your lashes just look, see how it gives a little bit more of density to your lashes? It's easy to do if you feel that an eyeliner doesn't suit you or too complicated to do, and it'll bring a little bit of dimension. And then what you can do to just make it a little bit darker is add a brown eye pencil in your waterline under here. And this will just make your eyes pop and it'll make your lashes fuller, look fuller. For those that want to do an eyeliner, first you start with this, going very close to your lashes because it gives that natural effect of you not really having that much makeup on your eyes. Even if you can see an eyeliner, it still looks very, very natural and it doesn't close your eye off. If the line is too thick, it'll make your eyes look smaller, and we want your eyes to pop. But to do your eyeliner, you take this part of your eye as a reference and you do the tip like this. So I'm gonna go do this and I'll be back. I'm done with the eyeliner. So just to see, when you do your eyeliner, you really want the wing to be out of your eyelid and kind of almost matching the end of your eyebrow so that it really gives this elongated effect for your eyes and kind of a cat eye effect. We're gonna do lip liner. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Iconic Nude. It's my favorite shade. It really looks beautiful and gives me a perfect pout. I've been asked several times if I had lip fillers. I do not, but I do know how to lip line my lips, because honestly, lips, it's just a little bit that can make a huge difference. Here, I always kind of do a straight line. I don't follow my Cupid's bow. See how already it gives kind of a more of a bigger lip effect. And then here, I overline a little bit, but it's super natural, so you can't see. Here, I always take a little bit lower. And then I line. Same here. If you've never bought a lip liner, I honestly urge you to do so. You will see how it just changes your whole face and it just ties your elevated look, wedding look together. It really is going to finish your look. If you don't do lips correctly, I feel like your look is unfinished. Then I'm just gonna put some lip liner all over my lip. I have a really nice lip base. What I do now before mascara is I'm gonna set my makeup. The reason why I do this is the Set and Spray by Charlotte Tilbury really leaves a kind of wet effect on your skin. And I feel like it messes up my mascara. But what I really want right now is for this base to not move anymore, right? When I first purchased a setting spray, it was kind of the first time for me. I did not understand it. I didn't feel that it was really setting my makeup, that it was really making sure my makeup wasn't gonna move. The reason for that is that I was doing it wrong. I recently saw a makeup artist that was doing a makeup for someone that was about to go on a red carpet. And I understood that when you're using setting spray and you really want your makeup to not move, you have to go for it. That's the rule. You cannot just like spritz to, you have to go for it. You have to really get your face soaked into the setting spray. And then you're gonna feel kind of this glue effect, not uncomfortable, but you're gonna be like, oh, I feel my makeup is about to stay on my skin. So let's do this together. See, I spritz my lips because I want this base of my lips to stay. And this is it. Now I'm gonna wait for it to dry a little bit because, as I said, it's gives a wet effect. I'm using the Ilia mascara, my favorite of all time. This is the color After Midnight. It's the Limit Lash mascara. I've been using this for 6 years. It's my favorite. Ilia is a clean beauty brand. It's packed with plenty of great things for your lashes. Look at the lift. I mean, this is not the same eye. We are cleaning up a little bit of the makeup. We go back again with the Hourglass concealer and we put a little bit here. But the most important to redefine your eye, especially if you did a eyeliner, is to go here. Okay, I go again here, and then here, and then here. Here, this is when the brush is so important because you're gonna be able to be super precise, which you cannot be with your finger. So we do this, right? Really press the product into the skin very gently like so. And then this, you just press the product outwards like so. See how it lifts the eye once again, and it just finishes off the look. Then we go again with the little powder by Givenchy. You take whatever is left inside of the little box, so just a little bit, and you're just gonna press it down and upwards. Just a little bit, and then here. A little bit of blush. We're gonna use here the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blush. This is a kind of a universal pink. It is very beautiful. It looks very strong, but it actually is a gorgeous color. And I'm just gonna go here and take it upwards as usual. It's that last little flush effect, and then you're gonna go up. For lips, you could stay like this if you want something nude, and it'll look perfect. I personally love to add slightly a little bit of color because to me it just pops out in picture. Once again, I'm gonna use the Bisou Balm by Violette in color Bêtise. This is a matte, super hydrating, incredible lipstick that I love to wear, and I love to wear this combo. Actually, I use the Iconic Nude as a lip liner, and then I use this on top. This is super buildable, so it looks very pink. What I do is I go in with just a very light, see? It just brings a little bit of color, but not too much. But it just ties the look in. It gives that kind of bitten lip effect. And I'm gonna use the same brush that I used to do my cheeks. And I'm gonna take the Saie highlighter, and I'm just going to do a last little step to give myself a last glow. I take my blush brush, I do this, and I go here, up my nose, oops, my cheek like so, a little bit on my forehead, and it just gives a last finish glow. Then to keep my brows in check, I do this little technique. I don't like products usually for brows because I feel that they leave this little white things in my brows. So what I use is a toothbrush. This is my brow toothbrush. It is only for my brows. It needs to be with hard bristles. Then I use hairspray. Take your toothbrush, hairspray, and then you do this. This will keep them up the way you want them without having that very annoying white things left from the brows product that I've tried before. I'm using this setting spray by One Size. I bought this in the US. What I love about the setting spray, it's that it is very dry. So it is not as wet as the Charlotte Tilbury one. What I saw that the makeup artist did is also that she used 3 different setting sprays. So that's why I'm using first the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I'm finishing up with this one because it dries out super dry, so it doesn't make that wet effect. So it's super nice to put on as your last step. Whew. And there we have the makeup look. In my pouch, I always bring a few things. The lip liner, Iconic Nude, a mini blush, because I think a little bit of blush just brings life back to you if you need it. This, the little lipstick. And lastly, I bring always a mini concealer because I cry on weddings a lot. I cannot control myself. I know that at some point I need to go to the bathroom and kind of get my makeup back in check. Now, let's get dressed for this wedding, guys. I am wearing here the back tie silk maxi dress by LILYSILK in the color Azure. I love this piece for so many different reasons. First of all, the color. This kind of gray blue is so chic. In my opinion, it is so appropriate for a wedding, You're very far away from anything that looks white or cream. It's not black. So it's just this perfect color. The fabric feels so luxurious, so smooth, so soft on the skin. It looks super silky. It is so gorgeous. The back of the dress is also very beautiful. You can play with these ties as you would want. You can let it open, you can close it up. It really depends on what you want to do, but it's a beautiful open back and we love that. What I love about this style is that it's super timeless and super versatile, which means that you can dress it up for a wedding, but you can also dress it down for a little date night. And this, for example, with these mules, is a perfect kind of date night summer look. You feel super comfortable, but super chic and beautiful. So this is truly an investment piece where you know that you're gonna get a lot of wears out of it. You can go to a cocktail party, you can go to an engagement party, you can go to so many different types of events with this dress. I also love the fact that it's very open here on the top, because if you're in a very hot summer weather, it's just very breathable and easy to wear. Lastly, I am in love with the length. For me, a wedding, or I go mini, or I go maxi. I don't like anything that's kind of in between around here, because it can look a little bit odd in a way, and this to me looks perfect. It's the perfect length. What I also love about it is that it is a maxi, but it doesn't go to the ground, so it is just comfortable to walk in. You can dance all night with it. It's just easy, you know what I mean? It's an easy dress to be in. You'll feel super comfortable. And because it is a maxi, but not to the floor, this is why also you can wear it after at other types of events. And here I decided to wear these little mules with it because I just feel the style looks perfect, with the hair a little bit wavy, with gold earrings. But I could also wear this with little nude strappy heels, and I'll show you now. And here it is with little strappy pinkish nude shoes. Also works beautifully. Now on to another color of dress. I am now wearing the navy version of the back tie maxi silk dress. It is so gorgeous. I always love a beautiful navy dress. I think it's just super chic and easy to wear and rewear in time in a way. Paired it with the same gold earrings because I just love how it pops with this dress. Simple open toe shoes where there is nothing in my ankle so that it really elongates the leg and it doesn't cut it out. And then this time I decided to tie it differently. I tied the back tie around my waist just to give a little bit of more shape to my body, and I really think it looks so good. So here it is for the dresses. If you love them as much as I do, don't forget that you have a promo code. You have 20% off with the code Karen20 and 25% off with the code Karen25 if you spend over $480. So here it is. Now let's get to the last part of this video, which is how do we pose in pictures at weddings? Very simple. The first thing we always should remind ourselves in picture is your posture. The posture is everything. If you stand like this, you're not gonna look good. So when we are posing for pictures, we take the shoulders back, neck up, we, feel very tall. You have to feel tall. When posing for a picture, usually we're standing up, right, with people around us. So what you want to do is you want to create shape with your body. You do not want to stand like this, because when you stand like this, nothing's happening. What you want to do is create shapes. To create shapes, this is a few tricks that I have. Instead of having your feet next to each other like so, you first of all take them apart and you take this leg or the other, whatever makes you feel more comfortable, in the front. Just by doing this, you're kind of breaking your hips and you're creating shapes with your body. So you kind of want to go like that. See how I do this? This leg kind of goes in and you kind of pop your hips on the side and you're creating shapes. So Even if you're just standing, but you go from this to this, it is very different. And you'll also feel it in your attitude. Like all of a sudden, you just feel empowered in a way. What do you do with your hands? We always ask ourselves, what do I do with my hands? You don't have to do much. The only thing, don't let them hang like this. Make them do shapes once again. So you can just put them like this. You don't have to glue them on your thighs. Just very lightly put them like this. And you're creating shapes with your arms. They're away from your body, like so. Or you can go like this also. Always creating shapes with your body. If you feel, for example, insecure with this part, and you kind of want to hide it in the picture, this is what I think looks very natural in pictures and very nice. If you have a clutch, you can use your clutch, but if you only have your hands, just put your hands like this. So once again, we're creating shape with the legs, we're doing this with the leg, and then we're putting our hands like this. And we're posing. And we're giving a little bit of shoulder, no shoulder, face, looking away. Look away, also sometimes in the camera, laughing, look away, makes it very natural. So look away, look at the camera, and just have your hands hanging here very naturally. If you're insecure of your arms and you're wearing a dress that shows your arms, one thing you have to know, arms don't look good in pictures if you glue them to your body like this. Terrible, this looks terrible. So you always want your arms to go away from your body, creating shapes once again. So if it's here, instead of going like this, you're like this. If it's here, instead of going like this, you're like this. You see how different it is all of a sudden? And it doesn't look too posy. It's still always very natural. You have to own it. You have the attitude. Take always away your arms from your body. Like this, so you can kind of, if you want to pose, for example, looking over the shoulder, instead of going like that, you kind of go like this. Even a backside, looking like so. You kind of pop your shoulder up and you look over and you smile. These are all little poses that work well. Next, if you're sitting at the dinner or lunch table, I will show you how to pose. You are sitting at the table for lunch or dinner and someone comes up for a picture. What you want to do is once again stand straight and you have the table as your prop. So you just put your hands like this. Very easy. Once again, creating shapes, we don't glue the arms against our body. We kind of open them up and you can kind of lean on the table like this. Put your hands like that or like that. Looks very nice. And then my all-time favorite is this. You just put your face in your hand and you stand like that. And this works every time. You prop a smile and you're fine. Lastly, something that is so important is light. Light does everything to your face, your body, and your clothes. So you need to choose your light and your spot very wisely when doing pictures. If it's a wedding that is around midday, this is when the sun is very, very strong and will make a lot of shadows on your face and will not make you look very, very good. So what you want to do is stand in the shadow instead of full on in the sun. But you still want to see the sun looking at you, but you stand in the shadow. If you're taking a picture during golden hour, so by the end of the day, near sunset, you stand fully into the sun with the sun looking at you. You always want the light going to your face because this is what makes you look beautiful and kind of smooth the lines and bring the glow. This is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this full-on wedding guest makeup tutorial, dresses ideas, and how to pose, and I hope this will be helpful for you guys during this wedding season. I wish you all a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you are, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.